Yo guys, what's going on? It's Aiden David here, actually with my first ever YouTube video. And as you guys can see by the title, we're going to be creating some 2K23 replica builds. Now there's many more beyond what this video shows, but these are the ones that I thought were the coolest or players that I actually truly enjoy. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So the first build that we're going to be doing is the Agent Zero build. As you guys know, the height, weight, everything needs to be exact with this. So what you're going to want to do is put the height at 6'3". The weight is going to be 191, and your wingspan needs to be 6'7". Body shape obviously doesn't matter. So the first thing that you need to do with this build is put the close shot up to a 79. Driving layup goes to a 76. Driving dunk 75. Standing dunk 27. Post control 56. And that's if you're finishing on this build. I think it's actually not too bad of a finishing build. I mean, you get 75 driving dunks, so you're going to get some decent dunks. Your driving layup is good enough to make if you don't dunk it. So I personally don't think that the finishing is too bad. 16 finishing badges is actually also pretty solid. You get post riser on bronze, limitless takeoff on bronze, slithery on bronze, giant slayer on Hall of Fame. I think that's really important. You're going to get fast twitch on silver. I know a lot of people like fearless finisher. I also am a fan of this badge. I think it's really good, especially for guard builds. Moving on to the shooting, you can see we already have a 39 mid-range. We're going to bump that up to an 88. We're going to bump up our 3-point to an 83, and our free throw is going to be an 83 as well. So this build is actually a very capable shooting build. It's got 88 mid-range, so you're going to get blinders on gold. 83 3-point is enough for Agent 3 on silver, as well as Deadeye on silver. This build also gets Space Creator Hall of Fame, Green Machine on gold, Volume Shooter Hall of Fame. I think a lot of these are super important. Amped on Hall of Fame is a really good one. You're going to get Guard Up on Hall of Fame. I think that's really important. Moving on to our playmaking, what we're going to do first is put this pass accuracy up to 82. Your ball handle is going to go to a 92. And your speed with ball is going to be an 84. Now, this build is actually very solid handling the ball. Hyperdrive Hall of Fame is really important. Quick First Step Hall of Fame, Unpluckable on gold, and all of those are just tier 2. I think that's really important to note. But I think Handles for Days is really good. I think Killer Combos gold is really important. Overall, playmaking 24 badges, you're not going to struggle. Moving on to the defense. Now, the defense is slightly weaker, I've noticed. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the interior to 59. Your perimeter is going to be a 71. Your steal is a 67. Your block is only a 44. Offensive rebound is 46. Defensive rebound is 54. So as you can see, it's a more offensively focused build. I still personally really like this build. Moving on to the physicals, we're going to do 87 speed, 87 acceleration. Your strength is going to be a 71, 79 vertical, and 95 stamina. So all in all, I do think this build is actually very capable. And as you can see, once we click continue here, you can choose whatever takeovers you want. And then we're going to continue through this screen, say that we're complete. So it's D'Angelo Russell, Damian Lillard, and Jamal Murray. Those are actually really solid. But then obviously Wizards, Gilbert Arenas. I actually love Gilbert Arenas. I thought that he was an amazing player. He was fun to watch. I've watched a lot of his highlight tapes. So all in all, I think that this is one of the best replica builds that they have, but that's up for your guys' own judgment. So guys, the next build that we're going to be making for this video is the Magic Johnson Magic build. First thing you want to do, the height is going to be 6'9", 215 pounds, and it's going to have a 7-foot wingspan. First on the list, close shot is going to be an 89. Driving layup is going to be a 90. Driving dunk is a 42. Standing dunk stays at 25. Post control goes up to an 84. This build is obviously not a build that you're going to be slashing too much with. You're going to be able to make layups if you need to, but the badge count that you do get for your 90 driving layup, close shot, and post control actually isn't too bad. You're going to get Giant Slayer on Hall of Fame. You're going to get fast twitch on gold, which I think is really important. Fearless finisher, as well as masher on gold. Also, slithery is going to help you get those layups off easier. Now moving on to our shooting. The mid-range, you're going to put that at a 76. Your 3-point shot is going to jump up to an 80, and your free throw is going to be an 82. So it's actually a pretty decent shooting build. So with this, you're going to get blinders on silver, catch and shoot on silver, limitless, and Deadeye on bronze. Now moving on to the most important piece of this build is the playmaking. Everyone knows Magic for his passes, and so our pass accuracy is going to go to a 95. Your ball handle is going to go to an 87. That's also maxed out, and I believe this is also maxed at 74. It is. Your passes are going to be crisp, they're going to be clean, they're going to be fast. You're going to have no problems. You're going to be able to dribble. You're going to be able to do anything that you need. You're gonna get all the animations that you want. Moving on to the defense. Now, the defense isn't everything that I would like it to be, but it's actually not too bad, and I'll show you why. So 80 interior defense and 80 perimeter defense are going to get you Menace on gold, Workhorse on gold, Pick Dodger on silver. It also gets you bronze clamps. I don't think you're gonna have a problem. Moving on to the steel goes to a 61. Your block stays at a 25. Offensive rebound goes to a 58. Defensive rebound is a 73. Speed is a 75. Acceleration also 75. Strength is a 62. Vertical 57 and 92 stamina. The primary point of this build is to be able to pass the ball, but I do actually like the way that this build plays if you are a pass first guard. So as you can see, once we click continue, as I've said before, you can pick whatever takeovers you want. Shai Gilgeous, LaMelo, and Luka. That's actually sick. And then obviously Lakers, Magic Johnson, the Magic build. Like I said, guys, I personally do like this build. If you're a pass first player, if you have shooters around you, if you have people that can finish the ball around you. I don't like this build if you're trying to ISO and actually get your own buckets. Now, this video wouldn't be a replica video if I didn't include the man himself, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I'm sure you guys all know this build, or at least have heard of it, the His Airness build. I would like to note that there are actually two builds. One of them is more dedicated towards shooting and defense a little bit, I've noticed. The other build is a little bit faster and can finish a lot better. I'm going to be showing you guys the build that finishes well, doesn't shoot so well, but plays pretty good defense and has a decent handle on the ball. First things first, you want to change it to 6'6", 195 pounds, 6'11" wingspan. Body shape doesn't matter. Like I said, this build is mainly finishing, so what we're going to do is close shot goes to 84, driving layup gets to a 90, driving dunk is a 92, standing dunk up to a 68, and your post control is a 61. You do get 23 finishing badges, limitless takeoff on gold, silver posterizer, fast switch on silver, fearless finisher on gold. You do get giant slayer on Hall of Fame. All right, moving on to the shooting. Mid-range is going to be a 68, 3-point is going to be a 53, and the free throw is a 77. Now, I know you guys are thinking this build obviously can't shoot. If you want to post up and hit a mid-range jump shot, you absolutely can do that consistently with a 68 mid-range. Mid-range truly doesn't really matter in this game. With this, you get very limited shooting badges. You can do the +4, but even at 9 badges, I have like 28 shooting badges on my personal build, and I feel like I don't have enough. Moving on to his playmaking. Pass accuracy, we're going to make that a 71. Ball handle is going to be an 81, and the speed with ball is going to be a 79. These stats aren't the best, but you can make do with 17 playmaking badges. Hyperdrive is okay on silver. These are all okay on silver and bronze. I don't think those are huge. Unpluckable on silver is just fine, but moving on to defense. Your interior is going to be a 54. Perimeter is going to go to 82. Steal is going to be an 85. Your block is going to be a 60. Offensive rebound 45 and defensive rebound 44. Moving on from your defensive rebounding, we're going to go down to the physicals. Speed 85. Everyone knows he was quick. Acceleration 86. Strength is a 53. Vertical 91. And stamina is going to be a 92. So overall, like I said, I think this build is good, obviously, but I do think it could be better seeing that it's Michael Jordan and it's the His Airness build. Shades of DeJounte, Zach, and Cade Cunningham. And then obviously, you know him, Michael Jordan. This is the rookie version of the build. The other version is his prime. I personally just wanted to cover this one because I do like the finishing on it. I think it's kind of cool. But there you have it. Michael Jordan, His Airness. Now, guys, this is a build that I actually personally really enjoy. The Kevin Garnett, the big ticket build. I like this build for 2 reasons. Number 1, because Kevin Garnett is basically a lifelong Timberwolf. And number 2 is because the build actually plays well. The first thing that you're going to want to do on this build is change the height to 6'11". Weight is going to be 220 pounds, and the wingspan stays at 7'4". So first things first with the finishing, we're going to put the close shot up to a 90, the driving layup at a 72, the driving dunk at a 67, the standing dunk at an 80, and the post control at a 92. For the stats, this actually doesn't get a lot of badge points, but it does get a lot of important badges. It's going to get you fast twitch on gold, rise up on silver, and masher on gold. These are all actually super good badges, especially for someone playing power forward at 6'11". You're going to be able to back down your defender because a lot of power forwards aren't 6'11" in this game. Moving on to the shooting. The thing that I really like about this build is the shooting. Mid-range is maxed out at 88. Your three-pointer is a 66 and your free throws is 79. The thing I want to note is that you get all of these Hall of Fame badges, and the other thing that I want to point out is that you actually get enough badge points to get a good amount of these. Moving on to the playmaking, a 66 on the pass accuracy, a 57 on the ball handle, and only a 33 on the speed with ball. You do get some important badges with this. You can get quick first step on silver, you can get floor general on bronze, you can get bailout on bronze, dimer bronze. Now moving on to the defense. Your interior defense is actually going to be a 90. Now, you don't see this with a lot of builds. It's a high interior defense. I personally like that because it's going to be able to help you protect the post. Your perimeter defense goes to a 60. Steal goes to a 72. Block goes to a 74. Offensive rebound is an 83. And your defensive is an 86. I actually really like the defensive attributes on this build. You're going to get Chase Down Artist on silver, all of these silver badges, Anchor on bronze, Workhorse on Hall of Fame, Interceptor bronze, but I think the important ones are Box Out Beast gold and Post Lockdown gold. Moving on to the physicals, the speed is a 60, acceleration is a 50, the strength goes to 81, the vertical is an 80, and the stamina is going to go to a 94. You're actually going to get bully on bronze with that 81 strength. So moving on from this, my player build is complete, and when it comes up, Al Horford, Wendell Carter, Jaren Jackson, and of course, Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. I personally love Kevin Garnett. Like I said, that's why I had to include him in this video. Now guys, if you did take the time to get to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much, and please make sure you guys click that like and subscribe button. Also, as you can see by my name right over here, I do have a Twitch channel and I do stream every single night. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I hope you guys are loving NBA 2K23. If you guys are, let me know in the comment section. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.